Hi, good morning, everyone. Hey, let me introduce quickly introduce about myself. My name Vu. It's my pleasure to be join the session today. I'm working for FrieslandCampina. So currently I'm handling the entire global route to market, and this is a great opportunity to able to share to you what should be the future of the route to market. I'm not the logistic expert. I know that this is the forum you guys talking more about the logistic ones, but it's like we I work very closely with different logistic company, and also like tech partner to able to bring it them into the part of the route to market solution. So let me quickly go through the expectation for today. What you are going to see from the outcome of the presentations. So first I would like to take you go to the retail landscape. What's happening route to market now and the future. And last but not least, how we can able to, I would like to show you a couple of example how we partner with the different startup in the different country to able to bring them into the part of the solution for the route to market. And then also the thief, how we can able to partner with the startup, and then how startup can able to partner with the FMCG, be a part of the solutions for the route to market. So with that one, let me quickly take you go to the retail landscape. So as you may know, the world around us is getting disrupted, right? The consumer behaviors is completely evolved from time to times. And if you look at it, like 10 years or 15 years ago, since like when I start like joining the FMCG industry, so I just like the phone, right? The mobile phone at that time is Nokia, Motorola, and BlackBerry. Today, if you look at it, there are no ones like still exist up today. Today is all about iPhones, all about BlackBerry, it's all about the Oppo and Xiaomi. It's similar into the traditional taxis nowadays will be replaced by Grab and Uber. So the world is changing, and then that's why the retailers landscape also changing rapidly. So today, in a couple of years ago, when we talking about shopping, we typically thinking about the physical outlet only. But today was like the technology already shaping the shopping and the retailing. So it's not about like you are going to shopping online or offline. It's all about integrated between the offline and online, and or some touch point in between. So the omni channel is keep growing very fast, even in Vietnam today. Some like industry, some FMCG company already like invest heavily behind the omni channel. Even like during the COVID time, you also see the e-commerce or the direct to the consumer is growing in the country as well. And the next one, you also see that the traditional retailers are facing with the huge challenge in terms of managing the cash flows in order to optimize this operating expense. But on top of that one, they also facing the other challenge, seen like government are going to push for the transparency and the tax compliance. It's not like it keep increasing in Vietnam, but it's will be like if I look at the other country like Indonesia, a couple of years ago, the government already request 100% the traditional retailer need to register for the tax code in order to continue to sell the product to the consumer or for the customer. And then they also force the many FMCG company, you guys only allowed to sell to the retailer have very clear tag code, otherwise you are going to stop delivery to them. So Sooner or later it will be happens. It's also happened similar in Thailand, and then sooner or later will be happens in Vietnam as well. So we need to be prepared for ourselves to see how we can able to cope up with those kind of the changing happening in the market. What is the FMCG or the CPG are facing the challenge in the route to market today? So this is the top 4 key challenges. Number one, if you look at every FMCG, they want to expand our coverage footprint. They want to grow our coverage in the urban areas, go deep in the urban, go wide in the rural areas. But the challenge they are facing is all about the cost to serve. So how they continue to able to serve the rural areas, go deep in the urban areas, which is sustainable coverage footprint. So that is number one. The second one is keeping the cost for the distributors and the cost to serve from the distributors to the outlet is also growing from time to time, and then it eaten up the cost from the FMCG company, and it also make our distribution partner become less competitive, and also put the challenge on them whether they continue to be the distribution partner or they are going to divest their business into the other areas with high potential growth. The third challenge at the FMCG company, we also facing about the channel blurring. And due to the channel blurrings, the conflict happenings everywhere. So we see that the channel conflict become critical even in Vietnam today. The channel conflict, the pricings able to dilute the the margins for the distributors, and also impact a lot of the trade spend for any FMCG company. The fourth challenge we are facing is all about the control and the transparency. So how we can able to have the visibility in terms of the services to our clients. So if we ask ourselves, we delivers the product to the outlets on the regular basis, but you don't have any visibility on whether retailers are happy with our delivery services, are our delivery services able to deliver on time in full to them. We lack of those visibilities in the market, especially for those we are not covered directly. With those 4 challenges, the questions we are always ask ourselves: is it the opportunity? The answer for me is yes and no, right? Some they recognize it, but some they don't. But even some they recognize those opportunity, but they couldn't able to act on it because they get stuck into their day-to-day business, and then they see those kind of the opportunity is either it's too small, or is it impractical, right? Impractical, or is it very far off? So they're not really seriously to invest resources and effort behind those chain formation. Then the questions for FMCG company and also for our distribution partner: are we going to keep going like the way we are doing today, and we are getting smaller and smaller, or we are going to disrupt and win? So the questions I always ask any FMCG and every distribution partner, because your business is eaten up by many disruptors. Ours cost to serve getting become more and more expensive. If you continue to do like that, the way we do it today, we have become irrelevant to the world keep changing, and so that we can able to be on the same page when we move into the next one. So whenever we're talking about the route to market, there are 2 levels we look at it. Is it the route to market is the end-to-end route to market, or is it route to market from the manufacturer to the distributors, or from the manufacturer up to the consumer? So we have like two terms. We call it route to market or go to market. So go to market, we mainly focus on from the distributors to the outlet. But when we're talking about route to market, we need to talking about the end to ends, from the raw material into our product manufacturer, and from manufacturer go into the DC, from the DC go into our distribution partner, from the distribution partner go into our retailers, and from the retailers go into the consumer. And what is the route to market role and profitable planning? How we can able to get product to the target consumer faster and also at the affordable cost to serve. When we're talking about the route to market transformation, this is like the entire transformation is go around those key pillars. One is all about how we can able to expand our coverage footprint, how we can able to cover more outlet at the low cost to serve or at the affordable cost to serve, or we can able to go viable coverage. The second one is all about this, how we can able to enhance the shopping experience, how we can able to improve our services to the consumer to able to enhance their shopping experience. The next one is accelerate the revenue. So what is the areas we can able to accelerate our revenue? Which is the new channel we want to tap it in? What is the news category we are going to enter? What is the new geography we are going to drive to able to accelerate the revenues, so on and so forth. The next one is all about efficiency. So the cost to serve for the route to market, the biggest the cost to serve for the route to market is the logistic cost. So it's including the warehousing, including the distribution last mile, and also like a consumer last mile. So how we can able to write the efficiency to able to improve our productivity. Last but not least for this is all about optimize the investment. How we can able to optimize our investment in terms of the warehousing, whether we are going to encourage the distributor they build their own warehouse, or they are going to use the third party warehouse logistic, they are going to use the rock dock model, so we don't need the warehousing. Right. Those impact into the investment. When we talking investment in the route to market, talking about number of funds, number of warehousing, number of ready you are going to offers to the market, and number of the coverage, the number of outlets you are going to serve. So based on that one, let me take you go to the traditional route to market. And what is the key pain point of the traditional route to market or traditional coverage model, and why we need to move from the traditional coverage model into this the new one, the disruptive model. So if you look at this one, I can able to articulate very clearly for you guys to see it is the traditional route to market is quite simple and straightforward. From the manufacturer, we are after productions we move into our DC. If the DC, whether it's the company DC or is it the third party DC, and then from DC we are going to deliver product to the distribution partner, or we can able to call at the distributors in Vietnam. And then from the distribution partner, product are going to go into the wholesales or the sub distributors, and it's go into these caravans, and they can able to sell to the store, or they can able to organize the direct selling team to sell to the shop. So this traditional coverage models already exist for many years. And the key pain point for those like traditional coverage model is, number one is high working capital, high investment. And if you want to go into those like distribution business, you need to looking for the long-term ROI. So I met many different distributors for the different FMCG. If they complain about the profitability, you know that my typical answer to them, if you continue to do on the distribution business, the ROI is not be like 4 times or 5 times versus the bank interest. It's typical, it's around 2 times or 2.5 times versus the bank interest. And this requires you to have the huge investment at the beginning, and you expect to have the long-term ROI, and then you just enter into the distribution business. And the second ones, in terms of the traditional corporate model, we have like the challenge in terms of the visibility of the correct, the direct coverage or indirect coverage. So for those like direct coverage, we have the visibility about that one, about the cost, about services. But for indirect coverage, we don't have any visibility. Let's say if they cover to the wholesaler or to the sub distributors, we have no visibility about the data of the indirect coverage. We have no visibility how the wholesalers they are going to serve them, deliver product to them. Or whether they are happy with the delivery services or the logistic services. We don't know. We don't have the visibility about it. That is the challenge for the traditional model. And the other one is we know the cost to serve for us for the smaller outlets is almost like double versus the sizable outlet. So, but every FMCG, they want to drive the physical availability. They want to drive more physical availability, and then it will be damage the entire profitability. So the question is how you can able to serve like the non-viable outlet to able to expand like your corporate footprint. That could be like the challenge for the model for the traditional model today. The last but not least is all about the warehousing and the operating cost is the huge component at the part of the distribution partner. And then from that one, how we able to solve? So this is the flaw, is the opportunity for any logistic partner or for any tech partner. So today we explore the partnership by at the route to market enabler. We partner with the different startup, or we partner with the different logistic providers, is it like the distributions last mile, to able to optimize our cost to serve and to leverage the technology to able to come up with the better solutions at the part of the route to market. So if you look at this one, so it's a couple of sample, you can able to see it, right? So for the direct coverage, for the indirect coverage, what we are going to do now. So a couple of market we will see there is the platform, there is the platforms we call it the B2B platform, like Numbers in Thailand or UK in Philippines, for example. So those like platform can able to provide the retailers opportunity to able to order directly from the platform, and then from this platform they can able to link with the different FMCG to able to provide the services directly from the brand into the retailer. So in Vietnam, who's are playing into this? In Vietnam today, Teleo is the one able to play into this one. And recently, Vingroup already introduced the Bách Hóa Công nghệ, or I call it the Ving ID, is also play into those platform. So those platform can able to shorten the distribution network and link directly between the retailer and the brand distribution to able to optimize the cost to serve. The second ones, if you look at like, and then those like also have the multiple platform introduced in Philippines, and recently Indonesia also introduced Gojek already introduced the GoToCo. So grocery and GoToCo is the platform is mainly focused on the small mom and pop shop, which is like the distributions on the route to market today, or the distribution partner today, they couldn't able to serve the smaller outlet. Grocery and Go2Go is the platform can able to serve the smaller outlet at the affordable cost to serve. And then, as you may know, grocery, even they are not going to have the warehouse. They don't. Grocery and Go2Go, both of them don't have the warehouse. They also don't have the delivery, the delivery last mile distribution, last mile delivery. So they do the partnership with the wholesaler or the modern retail wholesaler to able to make them becomes the fulfillment center. So let's say grocery are going to go with the Robinson in Philippines. They play the role at the fulfillment center for them. And then they are going to partner with the tech platform to provide the route sourcing distribution last mile into the market to able to challenge our traditional distribution partner, to require them to able to step up, to transform themselves, or they become irrelevant to the world changing today. And together with the COVID happening, right? So you will see the increase of the direct coverage happening, or is it the e-commerce also growing? So there are a couple of the FMCG already introduced their own ordering platform. The retail sale ordering platforms, there is many company already start thinking about it, and even FrieslandCampina, we already introduced this one as well. So typically we have the salesmen are going to visit the retailer on the regular basis, but okay, and then there is like the many FMCGs, they start thinking about they able to introduce the retail sale ordering platform, which is the encourage the retailer are going to order by themselves without the salesmen are going to visit on a regular basis. So that also help them to reduce significantly the cost to serve as well. The retail sale ordering platform is also create the opportunity for the logistic partner. So if you look at the retail sale orderings, the distributors are going to ask us, hey, I would like to able to link the retail sale ordering platform to the distribution last mile logistic. So when the retailers able to order, the distribution last mile can able to receive the order directly from the retailer, and then they can able to come to the distributor, they pick up product and deliver directly to the store. Because distributor, they couldn't able to deliver on they can able to manage to deliver on this frequently basis with the route, but they difficult for them to able to deliver up the delivery cycle. So this is the opportunities for this logistic partner can able to partner with the FMCG company in terms of the API connect between those two systems to provide the distribution last mile services. And the next one is you also see like the Rapmart or is it a food panda also play into this direct to the consumer. And then you see the FMCG also start engage with the Rapmart or food panda to able to step into like the segment of the direct to the consumer. So when you're talking about the route to market, we are going to look at 4 elements to able to assess like what should be the right solution for the route to market. We look at like the coverage, whether we want to have the deeper coverage, or you have deeper or wider coverage, or you only want to cover in the selective geography or selective channel or selective like city. The second one is all about the control. You are going to have you want to have the high control over the outlet you cover, or or you want to have like the less control, but it's also associated with cost. Like if you want to have the high control, you need to expand like more and more the direct coverage, or you want to have like more and more like retailer adopt into those retail sell ordering platform, and then that also impact into the cost to serve. The last but not least is we also look at the complexity of the solutions, route to market solution. With that one, I take you a big like go to the route to market maturity. So we call it like 4 level of the route to market maturity we have today. So I take very quickly go to this because I would like to spend more time on the disruptive route to market. So the route to market 1.0, where we have like very traditional trade leading the entire FMCG business, and the retailer is highly fragmented. And in the route to market 2.0, you see the increased importance of the modern retails, and market getting like more concentrated, and the consolidation happening in the market. And distributor also have like the basic distributors and the support system to able to manage the day-to-day operations. And the 3.0 is you can able to see like the e-commerce share it contribute like it's keep growing and then contributes like more and less like 15 to 20% of the business for the certain FMCG company, and then it's keep growing. And also like they also explore the D2C solutions. And you look at the small store format in growing. If you look at Vietnam, the Vinmart, the Bách Hóa Xanh, and Coffee is growing like crazy. So it's become like a very faster growing channel in Vietnam today, even faster than the e-commerce for certain extent. And then in the route to market 3.0, we already see that how we can able to bring AIs to enable at the enabler for the selling. So we can able to use the AI to able to offer the personalized selling, personalized promotions, and also like personalized offer to able to optimize our trade spend and also improve the cost to serve. And next generation of the route to market, this is like the future movement. We are going to see like the digital ecosystem. We are going to replay the entire the traditional like business model today. So that also like the message I also always deliver to any traditional distribution partner. So how you can able to transform yourself to become more on the digital ecosystem. And you also see that the increase of the e-commerce share, and there are strong movements in terms of the digitize the traditional retailer. So with that one, you look at it, the majority of the FMCG company is in the route to market 2.0, and some of them already moved into the 3.0, but they are not there yet. So in the next couple of years, you will see the significant movement from 2.0 to 3.0, and some even start like thinking about like how they can able to go into the next generation of the route to market. So and then we talking about like what should be the constructive route to markets to able to drive the sustainable physical and physical availability and mental availability in the in 3 level. So level 1 we connect is all about the enhancement. So it is if you look at today, what is the areas of enhancements FMCG are willing to invest to able to help them to deliver the today business, also help them to optimize the cost to serve. So you will see the movement from the physical visit or physical ordering into the digital ordering. So more and more players are going to step into the digital ordering. They offers the digital ordering solution for the retailer to able to bring down the cost behind the manpower, behind the physical visit. The second one is all about the microfinancing. So you look at today, the majority of the transaction in the traditional trade, especially in Southeast Asia and in Vietnam, is all about cash transaction. But since like the data and the digital ordering and the data become more and more important, like it's institution can able to offer the micro services, micro financing services to the retailer. So I can able to name a couple of the finance institution already play into this one. Let's say in Thailand they have AirPay. AirPay also step into Vietnam market today, and in Philippines, they also have the Rosary also offers the microfinancing. And recently, I work very closely with RAP Finance, where RAP Finance today provide the financing services for driver, but they already start like providing the services, financing services to mom and pop shop, where we partner with RAP Finance to pilot it in Malaysia today, and we are going to get into the other markets very soon. But of course, microfinancing services is also the challenge for Vietnam in order to get the license. In order to get the license, we need international player. They tend to partner with the local player, which is already have the license, so that they can able to expand those microfinancing services faster and better. The next one is the network optimization. So this one related into the logistic part. So we are going to move into we call it the rock docking. So the rock dock become like the distributors become like no warehousing. We don't need. We can able to operate without warehousing for the distribution partner in Ho Chi Minh City or in key city. We can able to provide the dynamic delivery routing. So those can able to help us to optimize cost to serve. So this is the movements for those like FMCG are going to move forward. And the last but not least for the enhancement is all about the data-driven sales. And the next one will be the transformations. Let's see how we can able to transform the business by leveraging the AIs and the control tower, the operational control towers, and the data power activations. In terms of the disruption model, we are going to see that the e-wholesaler marketplace are going to replace the traditional distributors, and the e-B2B platforms is it also like the one I just mentioned to you is the Teleo in Vietnam. There's Vinh ID also in Vietnam. Is it the Rosary in Philippines are going to be placed, and then you see the FMCG company also put investment behind those venture. So that is the one. And the third one is the FMCG company may look at it like they split the route to market will be the new startup within the corporate. So that they can able to unblock the potential to able to ride the disruptions faster. So those will be backed up by digital talents and the data ecosystem and superior analytic and innovation and technology. So this is a couple of examples for you to see the transformations from the traditional into the digital platform. This is the retail sales ordering app. This is the tech partnership to drive the indirect coverage with the platforms named Numbers. You can able to see like the traditional move into the digital here. You can able to see that the distributor model are going to review are going to go straight from the FMCG direct to the consumer. We cut and tie the layer. And the other one you can look at this one is the dynamic delivery routings, which is we already introduced in Vietnam. So if we move into like dynamic routing.